Hello, everyone. This is Kim with Gingham and Grit, and then I'm the other half with Reve on Twisted Grapevines. And this is my first YouTube Live, so I'm going to let you guys kind of find your way here, hopefully, and then we'll get started on what we're going to work on today. So, let's see here. I think it says live. It's working. So I'm going to reach right here really quick. All right. Okay, so behind me is the wreath that we made from our kit last night. And this guy is our ghost. And it came with a lollipop. And so we've been adding a lot of balls and lollipops, decorative balls that coordinate with our kits for people. And a lot of people have been asking us to show how to make these. So anyways, that's what we're going to do today. And it's really easy. And I'm going to talk about some of the different elements you can use in these as well. So I guess let's go ahead and get started. As people jump in, if you have questions, say hi. Please subscribe if you get a chance to do that. We're trying to build the YouTube channel up. So anyways, so for lollipops, you've got a couple different choices. Oh, I think I'm going to sneeze out. Is it going to go? Is it going to pass? Oh, excuse me. I felt that one coming. It was a tickle. So you can do them on styrofoam. I got these at the Dollar Tree. They come two to a package. So you can do something like this. Where'd that? Oh my gosh, where'd that lollipop go? Oh, here it is. Over here. I tried to get everything already. So this is the size that one of these styrofoams will make. So if you look at the side, see how thick it is? That's what one of these will make. So that's that one right there. For the sticks, I use the wooden, what are these, shish kebab skewer sticks that you buy in the food section. So they come in two sizes, the short one and the long one. You can paint these. And I like them because I put a drop of glue on the pointing end and then just stab it in there. So sound effects and all. So anyways, that's why I really like these guys. I think they're really handy when you're using this. So that's this right here. What I use on this guy right here are just cardboard circles. So I cut these out of, actually, it was, something that was shipped to me. I think some signs I had ordered. And so anyways, I just took the cardboard and I used these guys for my pattern for my circle. So I used a, here's one. I used the little 1.5 inch for the smaller circle for right there. And then I use, well, I guess that's 1.5 too, but it's a bigger one. And I use the bigger one on the other one. So this is the bigger. And this is the smaller. So I painted them the background color. You don't have to paint them. Sometimes if you don't get them butted up just right, your different yarns, you might see the cardboard, and I just don't want there to be any peeking of the brown. So I just paint them. You don't have to. For me, it just kind of seemed like a thing to do. I don't know. I just kind of did it. I always like to finish my edges and stuff. I'm going to mark the center in these really quick. However, this isn't the one I don't think we're going to work on. I think we're going to work on the black one today because we're going to do a smaller one. They're tedious. They're easy. They feel like a whole lot you got done when you're finished with it. And you're like, oh, this is so cool. I've done a lot, even though it was, it's not hard. It's just, like I said, just a little tedious. But you get your custom colors, and it's kind of fun to see what comes out when you do it. So let's see here real quick. I've got, these are the balls. So that's it for materials for lollipops. Like I said, you can use cardboard, styrofoam, and then I use the skewer sticks. So on the balls, you can use, these are 3 for $1. They still have some at some of the Dollar Trees. So you get 3 of these. These are all right. You have to use a ice pick or awl to jam them because they're tougher on the outside. You've got these kind of balls with the rough edges. And then you've got these kind of balls that have the smooth edges. I like the smooth. It's just cleaner, I think, but there's a smooth one. And you've got different sizes. So you've got this size, you've got this size. Look, I can make a snowman. And then you got this one here. So look, we got a little snowman. Yep. There we go. So that's all of that right there too. So those are the different types of balls you can use to do these. And we'll be doing this because I'm doing this for a going in a kit. And so, like I said, if it's for me, I'll do them on the baseballs because I don't have a problem. But I would hate for someone who was trying to jam into the ball and they hurt themselves. So because I didn't know it was so tough for a ball. So anyways, I'm going to use these when I do them for customers. So let's talk about yarns and what you can put on these too. And you got to remember too that this size ball makes this size, or this size styrofoam makes this size of ball. So, oh, hi Angie. I'm so glad you're going to get so addicted to this. It is just so fun. You just start thinking of all the different things you can do. So I love textures. And so for me, I love these with where you put in like the jute, and they have the width that I like. My Hobby Lobby was out the other day, so I had to drive to a different one. And then I was at Dollar Tree, and I found out that Dollar Tree had some. So anyways, this is the jute. I don't know what width it is, but it's a little bit bigger than the chenille that I use yarn on here. So those are really nice. They go pretty quick because you're doing 2 at once. So I'll show you the technique on how to do that kind. And like I said, I just started doing all these by experimenting. And then these are done with, like, Revé calls them the ombre, but it's like this kind of yarn where you have multiple colors in one skein. And so like this one came from that. This one came from one of those too. And then like this one came, they collect everything. So this one came from one as well. So those are kind of some different looks. Now, the one that we were using for our boy ghost last night, this is actually created using 3. So it's kind of like the little ombre, but this one you just go a single one all the way around. And these take a while. But you don't have to buy 1 thing of yarn. This one, you have to buy 3 things of yarn. It goes pretty quick because you're doing 3 at a time. So that's kind of what that one is. And then let's see here. So yarns, we've got this, like I said, with all the different colors. We've got this thickness, which is what I use on this, which is this brand. I just found at Walmart. They also have it at Hobby Lobby. It's always on sale a lot of times at Hobby Lobby. But it is, I'm trying to see what the weight is. Here it is. I'll just put it kind of up there on the thing. But yeah, I got this one at Walmart. Actually, I bought 2, unbeknownst to me, that I bought the same width. I have them also in the bigger ones too. So this is the one, oh, I love this big stuff. So your regular colors you can get at Walmart or Hobby Lobby or whatever. But if you want specialty colors, like I've got these chartreuse and this day glow orange one. I ordered those from an Etsy store called Southern Yarn. Oh, I'll have to look it up. Or you can message me and I'll get it to you. But and they have I think 15% off sale going right now. But I bought some beautiful, like bubblegum pink, and then I got purple and chartreuse green and a really bright yellow, a day glow orange. So a lot of fun colors for Halloween, because I think Halloween, this stuff just really pops in Halloween stuff. So, you know, with Frankensteins and witches and just all that fun stuff. So today what I was going to make for you guys, I'm going to do a small lollipop, because I'm thinking a small one maybe here for her. I don't know. This one we found at Michael's, so we really, really like that one. But I want to do one. I saw where someone had done one with black, orange, and yellow. So I want to try that with this one today. And I wanted to do the smaller one because these take a little bit of time. When you get to the edge, it's a little tricky. And then we're going to do big ones of these because these go really fast. The bigger the yarn, the quicker it goes. And so we're going to do one of these on a ball. So I had a customer, I just put one of these randomly on a wreath sheet ordered. It was a summer fun beach ball type wreath, and I put it on there because I was practicing for this, and she was just so blown away. It was so cute, and I was just like, oh, actually, you know, it looked great on her wreath. So I was really excited. She was really excited too. So Anyways, it was kind of fun. All right, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead. I try to unwind some of this. I usually put it on the floor. I have a big old bucket because if your craft room floor is anything like mine, it is not clean. I don't sweep it all the time. It's actually a garage floor, so it's really dirty. And unfortunately, when I first tried making this one, I don't know if you can tell, but my whites and yellows were dirty. So, because they've been sitting on the floor. So don't let them sit on the floor. Note to self. And anyways, and that's what you're going to do. So my glue gun that I use, because you are going to get close to the glue, I found at Michael's, and it's an AdTech. And this is a multi-temp, so you can do, the lower temp on it. So, and I like it because it's got this kind of pointy snout on it. So it gives you a lot of control. And you're going to need lots of glue sticks because this is a mini. It uses lots of minis. But if you have a bigger one, do that. But like I said, I don't like to use the hot ones because you do have a tendency to every now and then touch us every now. So don't want to do that. All right, so I'm gonna do black, yellow, and orange, and you just decide what color you're gonna put in the middle. I start from the middle and I work out. So let me move this thing down, and we will get going. Oh, thanks for sharing, Angie. Let's see here. Okay. See if that stays in place. All right, so you're going to find your middle, and you can do all sorts of things to find your middle, but you know what? Just kind of eyeball it. I think we're all pretty good at doing that. It's kind of funny. Me as a math teacher, it's like, just don't eyeball it. You got to measure and da-da-da. So I'm just fine with eyeballing it. So for the very beginning one, I put a drop of glue in the middle, and then I fold over my middle color so it creates that center right there. And just hold it because you got to get it in place for a minute. And see right there, I had glue on me, but it didn't hurt because I'm using the multi-temp. I don't use the hot one. Plus, it's been a little bit of time too. Okay. And I'm sure there's a whole lot of different ways to do these. This is just what I've kind of adapted, and it's been working pretty well for me. So, all right, and I'm going to take my second color, and I'm going to go, and I just do this in the beginning. Once you get it started, you can just go with it. I run a little bead of glue, and then back by its other end, I'm going to match up here. A lot of times if you have like something that's pointy, like a toothpick or something, that's a good thing to use right here instead of using your fingers. And then I'm going to start my third color. And like I said, sometimes you can start these all at once, but I just kind of like to start in the beginning. I like to go conservative. And this is weird with that being black because you can't really see this black really well. But that's all right. I feel like my nail tech person with this skewer in my hand. It reminds me of her when she's cleaning up my hands because, oh my gosh, my hands are a hot mess. I don't know about you guys, but crafting, woo! Yep. All right, so here we go. So once those are in place, then I start, because I'm doing 3 at a time, I just do like a little crazy zigzag with my glue stick. And I only do about 1 inch worth in the beginning. Once you get the swing of it, then you can start making it a little bit longer. Okay, so you start the curve. Oh, that's interesting looking. I thought it was going to be different than that, but you never know what you're going to get. All right, so see how I kind of do a little zigzag? And then we're going to pull these. And you want to get them, I mash them down while I'm curling it. And just kind of hold it. And then we're just going to keep going, repeating this. So just zigzag it. Yellow one, whoops. Curl, curl. Like I said, it's kind of monotonous. And if you notice, like this one's a little loose right here, you can always go back and just, that's why I like this head on this, whatchamacallit, that glue gun, because you can just go back in and touch up little spots if you notice you missed. Because sometimes when you're wrapping this, when I'm putting the glue on, wherever the yarn is sitting, I don't get glue right under it because it's sitting on it. This is interesting looking, these colors. I really like the candy corn colors. I don't know if I'm crazy about this with the black, but it may grow on me. Like I said, I'd seen where someone had used one in these colors and I thought it was interesting. And I went, well, maybe our ghost up on our wreath needs some of this as well. All right, so like I said, we just kind of keep scrolling around. I feel like I need some fun music on or something. Usually when I'm doing this kind of stuff, I have either a video going of someone teaching me something or just some great music going on or something. Because like I said, I mean, you can do this while you're watching TV or if you have a show you like to watch. It's kind of a no-brainer, but at the same time, you're getting accomplished. You're doing something. So, which I hate to just, I'm not one of those people that can just sit and watch TV. I have to be doing something because I just feel too guilty. Because I have too much stuff I got to do. So if I can do this, I can justify. Oh, Angie, these circles are just cardboard. I'll show you how I measured them and got them. I used spools of ribbon for my pattern for my circles. So these were just, this particular cardboard is what some signs arrived in my house in, and I just cut it out. Here it is. So I just used this right here, just some old-fashioned cardboard. And so I just traced, I just used this, and then I used one of the bigger ones to get my circles. So if you need a different size, you can look at glasses, your glassware in your kitchens to see if there's a different size that you want if you don't have it in a ribbon thing. But those ribbons are nice circles. I'm always looking for things that, okay, so as we get closer to the edge, notice the yellow's not going to fit anymore. It'll fit to about there. So I'm going to do these kind of now in one piece. So I'm going to do the orange. And I'm going to hit the black. This is the part that takes the longest. And you really don't have to do these double-sided, but I think they finish off nicer. And especially if you're making them for people, I would do them double-sided. But if you're doing them just for yourself, depending upon where you're using them, you know, especially if you paint the back, I wouldn't say you'd have to do the back. You know, just whatever you're comfortable with. So here's the orange. It looks like I might get the black right here on the edge. He's kind of getting scooted out. Let me put him right here on the edge. So the yellow did get butted out. So we'll get the yellow added here in just a second. When it gets on this edge, I do them one at a time. And it works fine. It's just, like I said, just kind of hang with it. And they get better and better as you go. My first one, like I said, that first one I did, I was so embarrassed after I did it. I mean, I was all excited about it, but I was so embarrassed because my yarn was dirty. I was like, oh, that's kind of sad. And look, and you'll notice too, the front of it looks really cute. And then the back of it, I didn't figure it out just too great about where the circle, I mean, it looks fine, but still I was like, All right, so I'm still on this outer edge. I'm getting ready to meet up with that yellow. Whoops, I'm leaning on this. All right, we're hitting that yellow. It looks like I'm able to get this black right here on the edge. And for the one I did last night on the live, I took the stick, the skewer, and I spray painted it. Well, I painted it white, and then I took a ribbon and a tiny, like 1/4 inch ribbon, and I twisted it around. Okay, so we're still at this kind of, getting to the back side. So I've got to do the yellow. So I'm running a bead down the edge. Just kind of have to wait and let it get there. Till all of the card edge is covered. But I know I picked up the black somewhere around here on my way around. So at one point, the yellow's going to come to the back. So we're still on the outer edge. I feel like I'm have to ready to reload my glue. I love these little the little minis, but oh, you have to reload a lot. But I'll tell you what, when I spray painted with the white, it was a crow, like where the paint didn't stick right there. So this time I just used, just acrylic paint, and I just used a paintbrush and just did it really, really fast. Those sound effects and everything. So I just did them really fast with the, just a little sponge paintbrush. And I did several of them all at once. So that was nice. All right. So we have made it finally around our circle. Let's see right there. Okay. So we're all the way around. The edges are all the way covered. I'm going to hold it in place for just a second because we're getting ready to roll it to the back. Like I said, I hate when you have to wait for those two to meet up and engage. Okay. So let's see. Oops, that one's just not staying right there. Do it again. La, 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 la. Okay, just holding and waiting. Let's see here. So are you working on fall, Halloween, Christmas? We're starting our Christmas tomorrow, or 12 days of Christmas. We're going to do 12 different videos of Christmas. Woo! Which I wish I'd done last year, because when it came time for some of those Christmas craft shows, I was just like, why did I not do this in the summer? Because I was just knocking myself out at that point trying to get things done for those craft shows. Now, the thing is, this year, who knows if any of those craft shows are going to meet. So I've paid dues for one, and it's in October. It's like the earliest one. So we'll see if it happens or not. All right, so this point right there, I've just finally made the arc to the back. So I'm going to now, I got to get the yellow matched up with it. And then once I get the yellow going, go down. Once I get the yellow going, then I can do all three at once again, which is so much faster. And I just kind of push them, since we're on the outside now coming in, I just push them back so that way it removes any of the gaps. We couldn't do that before, but on the back side you can, and it's really nice to do that. Okay, so back to the zigzags. I'm just zigzagging here with my glue, and then I'm just going to take these and just carefully place them in, like I said, and then I push them back against the outer edge so that way they all they get flush with one another. That looks cool. I was wondering about it with the black instead of the white when I first started. I was like, oh, I don't know. And then I was like, oh, did I get the order wrong? And then I'm like, but Kim, the order shouldn't matter, That didn't have wet glue right there. Oops. I hate it when they get twisted. The one bad thing about this glue, though, is it does dry quick. And so sometimes the zigzags, you have to go back in and put a little glue under them. They dry on the ends of them. Sometimes I get overconfident and like that, all of that right there, it's already dry. And I thought I could go that far, but I couldn't make it that far because they got twisted on me. All right, so and so even though it looks kind of crazy over here, when you start pushing them back on the edges, they'll it rounds back out. So don't get scared. So I'm just doing about 1 inch on the back at the time right now. And you can lift them up, you know, before they're completely dry. I'm getting overconfident again. I'm doing a little bit further out with the glue. And so you just kind of do this as you go in the middle, and then we just reverse out in the middle. And like I said, if you're doing these, I've seen people do these using the really big yarns. I haven't done the big yarns yet. That's what one of the white ones was cut out with, because I want to see what it looks like to do the big yarns, because those should go really, really fast doing the big yarns. But they're so cute. The big yarns are so whimsical. These are whimsy just because of the colors, I think, the use of color. But the other ones, the big ones, are whimsy because of the size. That one did hook a little thing right there. I wonder if I could lift it. Yeah, there we go. We lifted it a little bit, so it's not quite so pointy right there. That was that one little spot I was kind of worried about. You can kind of rearrange things. If you lift it up, reposition it before you get too far around. I use my other hand on my left hand. I'm right-handed, so I use my left hand to pat it down, my left thumb, and to kind of position things. All right, we're getting close to the center. When I first started these, the centers kind of made me into a panic. Same way with the balls. I was like, oh, how do I do the, how do I end it up? How do I tie it off? You think about all the things when you start crafting, it's like, oh, how do I do that part? How do I do that? And so we get scared and we don't even bother trying. I think that that's the worst thing you can do. You just got to try it. And if you mess up, big deal. Always use lesser quality. Okay, so I'm getting close to my center. My center's probably up here where my pinky is. So this yellow I'm going to cut really short. And I'm going to just have it come back. So, because that's going to be our center. I think we started with yellow too. That never happens. So I'm going to scoot that guy. Whoop. That little piece of mesh just keeps hanging on. Okay, so I'm going to make that my center right there, and I'm holding it in place. Now the black's going to come here. And probably the orange as well. So I'm going to cut them both. All right, and we're going to put, I hope y'all can see this okay. So I'm putting glue right here. And we're just going to put these guys in there. And like I said, get you one of your little stick that you're going to use. This is just a skewer stick found in the kitchen department. Any grocery store. I think they have them at Dollar Tree too. It's that bump that I was working on over there. Ah, look at that. Black is, curl that black in just a little bit more. So even though, I mean, you can always pull it up if you don't like where things landed, but I like that. I think that's all right. So I'm going to curl it just a little more. Yeah. So there it is. So there's, ooh, that looks cool now that I'm looking at it. And then there's the other side right there. That looks fun. So I'll put a stick in this one. I'll paint it black. That, or I may use, like when you cut off of other, oh, what is it? The wires that you use in florals and stuff like that, or picks. I always save the extra ones, and you can use that and just use it as a pick, and you can just put that inside your wreath and not have, have your wreath where not all of this is done like a lollipop, but more like a swirl. So that's that. Yeah, I think that came out cute. Okay, I was nervous about the black, but I like it. So like I said, just got to try. And oh, and here's another thing too that I want to do. I'm going to probably do it on this one too. Got little glue strings or whatnot. So get you some spray adhesive glue, like the Elmer spray adhesive glue. And we saw these when we were at the, oh, what was that store? The Christmas store, Decorator's Warehouse. So a lot of their balls had the iridescent glitter on it. So take the spray adhesive and lightly spray it over here, and then lightly sprinkle some of this on, and then you could have some glitter effects. Especially with the holidays coming, I think if you're doing these on red and white, I think that would be beautiful, just to give it a little extra sparkle. So I'm going to do that with that one. So we'll see what that one looks like. Okay. So there's that. And then let's do, like I said, we're going to do the big chunky ones on the balls. And I'll show you how that looks. So here are these guys. Like I said, I got these at Walmart. It was the same brand, this BERNAT brand. And they have them in every color under the sun too. So lots of stuff. And it doesn't matter which color you start with, just pick one to start with. So on these balls, I like to look, there's a little indentation of a circle. And that's usually where I start. And I just put a glue drop right there. And then I'm just going to put my center and just hold it. Let it get there for a minute. And then right next to it, I'm going to put the next one. So I always just line these up kind of side by side. My center's the red though. So the white's going to be the beginning of the first. Well, I guess the white's now going to be the center. Yikes, whatever's on the right is the center. So yikes, I goofed that one up. So the white is the center. Well, or do we want to go this way? I think I'll go the other way. Yep, because I like the red as the center. Okay, that's what we'll do. All right, so again, I'm going to start with the zigzag. And this one, the zigzag's kind of big because these are chunky. And you just start curling it around. And you're going to be amazed how fast this one goes. Especially when you're doing the singles, the single thread yarn, the single skein of yarn, those take a while because you have to glue every strip down by hand. But I think the ombre, where they change the colors, I think they look really pretty. Look at that! Imagine this one dusted with the iridescent glitter on the outside. It'd be really cute. Got a little glue right there, which means I might have to snip that one out. Not that I ever do that with carpet or anything, because I never get glue in the carpet or, a stain or whatnot. I better hush in case my husband watches this. However, though, we've gotten rid of almost all our carpet. We have a little bit of carpet left in our bedrooms, but the rest of the house, we've gone to woods. Actually, we've gone to that vinyl wood because we have dogs. And so that vinyl, the faux wood, works really well for us. It cleans up really nice. We had a pug who her back legs quit working. And so for a year, we carried her around in a sling. And so, you know, we had to clean up after a bunch. So that's when we switched to those vinyl woods. Love that dog. She was the best dog. She was a rescue dog, and she was the best dog. But you see how big this is getting? It is getting so good. Oh, hey, Robin, glad you could join us. So like I said, I just kind of go through here on the zigzags. And when you're doing the single ones, you just do a bead of it. So you don't have to zigzag it. But like I said, you'll go through some glue. Like these, they go so much faster because it's so big. Look at that! It looks very Dr. Seuss. Like I said, this is the one I had made, and I was making that wreath at the same time, and it was a summer fun beach wreath, and it was all in red and royal blues and white and khaki. And then when I finished, I just looked at that ball. I'm like, okay, that ball has to go on that wreath. So the white one, I got a little bit overlapped the red, so I just pulled it up. So this is very forgiving. If you mess up, you can just pull it up. All right. And I push it back. So I'm pushing it back to my previous layers so that way it doesn't have it's filling in. All right, we're almost done. It looks like Santa's head, doesn't it? The red and the white. We are almost out of ballroom. I'm telling you, this stuff goes so fast. All right. Okay, we're close. It's almost there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and cut my white. Take the white here really close. And then I'm going to finish out the red. Red. So we're going to go to about red. Oops, maybe a little too long. It's always better to cut longer than shorter, as y'all know. You can always go back. Okay. Well, there it is. Doesn't that look so cool? And then, like I said, then now you could spray it with glue, that's glue adhesive, and then put the iridescent glitter if you want it to be sparkly. But some other ideas like taupe and black, your taupe and whites for your neutrals. You can use there's so much, and you can just make them to go with whatever color you want. I got some really funky purple. Oh, some really weird purple velvet ribbon from Wreath Shop, and I found some yarn that has that day glow purple in it that I was going to make some of these to go with it. So there's just a whole bunch of different things, and like I said, you could change up your sizes and how you want to do them, but there they are. It's so cute. Well, Cindy, I just tried. This is my first time to do the YouTube. So, anyways, this will be on YouTube, so you can just come here and watch it. But we did this one. We made this lollipop right here in the black. I switched out the white, and so we did that one like that. And I was telling them too that spray it with the spray adhesive glue, and then you could add some glitter, iridescent glitter on it to make it sparkle. So that's something to do too. So we've got those. All sorts of different materials to use. Like I said, I like the smooth balls, but I've also used the plastic. These came from Dollar Tree. They're plastic baseballs from the summer thing. You can use styrofoam for the the Lollipops is from Dollar Tree. There's 2 in a pack. Or you can use, I just use cardboard and I painted it white. You don't have to paint it. I just, in case anything peeks through. And I use ribbon spools to make my circles. So that's kind of what those are. And let's see here what else. And just the different yarns we talked about. And I use this is my glue gun that I use. I got at Michael's. It's an Arctech or AdTech. And it's a multi-temp. And I like it because your hands do get close to the glue. Use these skewer sticks. This is what you use for your lollipop stick if you need to. But use these on the lollipops to get down there to keep your fingers, preserve your fingertips. So you don't want to get all that. And you will use a lot of glue. For these, because it's a mini. So I go through quite a bit of glue when I do them. But I was telling them too, I mix in jute. So this is jute, and then this is just at Walmart, that right there. So you can do some multi-textures in there. I got a real funny one. It was in a jade at Dollar Tree. It was one of those loopy ones. So I was going to try putting that with the jute and see what it does on a ball. But all you can do is just sit there and start your point and then just start circling it. But I'll just try and see what you get, see what different textures you can find. Because for me, it's textures. And like I said, when you do these ombre ones, this is a single thing of yarn. You have to run a bead on every single piece. So these actually take longer than these. The big ones are fast. And I've seen people do the suckers using the big yarns. I haven't done that yet, but I've got some crazy colors. I was telling them, let me look up, where is it on I'll look in Etsy really quick. It's Southern something. I just bought some, so it's in my purchases. But she's got amazing colors, and I should probably put I'll see if I can upload the link. Here it is. If you can see that, Southern Soft Designs. Yeah, she's on Etsy. So it's just Southern SOFT Designs with an S. And she's got 41 colors, and it's all this big chunky stuff. So I had ordered, let me grab them. I'll show them to you really quick. Let's see if I can reach them. Well, I put the orange in the picture. So here's the orange. Can you tell I was shopping for Halloween? Because I think these would be really great for Halloween. So there's the orange. Here's the green. And then here's a purple. So there's purple. And then here's a bubblegum pink. Isn't that cute? But I thought pink and white. Because we're doing a lot of pink for Christmas. We're doing pink and reds for Christmas. So one of our kits coming out is the pink and reds. So cute. But let's see here. But I think that's everything that I have. Just make sure when you get these, that you store them in something, because if you don't, this will happen right here. It gets dirty. They collect everything. The chenille does. So you need to get you a bin and keep it all in there, because yeah, it will get dirty on you. And that's not good, because you don't want to spend all this hard time getting all this stuff done. And like I said, it's super easy. It's just tedious. Oh, wow. Look, that one's almost the exact same size as those from the Dollar Tree. So this is the thickness of the one from Dollar Tree. If you use the Dollar Tree styrofoam, this is the thickness if you use a cardboard. So, just think about what impact you're wanting to do. And these two were made on the same size of ball. So look how much bigger, your bigger yarns. So when you're thinking about size and what you want to do, just know that they grow a little bit. So this was, I'm trying to think, here's the original ball size, so you can kind of see. So here is the original ball. So it's not a whole lot bigger, that one. That one looks a little bit bigger. But then look at that one. It was a lot bigger. So these were all made off of the size ball. So anyways, if there's anything else y'all can think of that you want to see me do, just let me know, and I'll be more than happy to show you. I love experimenting. I like trying to, I'm a math person, so I like to figure it out because we're just natural problem solvers. So I like to get in and see if I can figure it out. That's, for me, like the funnest thing. So if there's anything that you want to see have done, wrapped around, or did you crochet your, okay, this one, the blue brown one, this one right here was one of those ombres. I got it at Walmart. Oh, I think it's in my bin out in the garage. It was one of, oh, here it is. It was one of these. So it was, like I said, I found it at Walmart, and I want to say it was this brand, or it might have been Joann's. I might have gotten the blue at Joann's, now that I think about it. But you could probably just check online. Just Google that, B-E-R-N-A-T, bear, bear nat, I guess. I don't know how you would pronounce it. But yeah, this one goes, because I like it, there's two colors of turquoise in it. It's not just one turquoise. So it actually goes really pretty with that cross wreath we did. So this is actually going out in the kit tomorrow for the cross wreath. So they get that with it, but it's a good one. But those, like I said, you're doing a single yarn. You're just wrapping a single yarn. So it gets a little monotonous. It gets a little boring, but it's really fun to kind of watch it. You know, you just kind of keep doing that over and over and over again around the ball. And it's cool. It's neat to watch it come into play. Like, oh, that's what that looks like. Okay, that looks fun. Let's see here. Oh, yay. Okay, so you guys, y'all have to go do this. And if you do some, share them with me. I would love to see, you know, message me a picture or something. Love to see what you can create, because I think this is so much fun. And people are charging a lot of money. I mean, you could sell, I think I was looking the other day before I figured out how to, like last month, I was looking at a taupe in white, and I think she was selling 3 balls for like $15. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can figure this out. I mean, you have to invest in the yarn, but oh my gosh, I will get so many balls out of this. So anyways, or you could go in with a friend and y'all could, you know, someone buy this color, someone buy this color, and you just kind of share. But you'll have it for years to come. And you'll always have things to match. And they put it on sale. So watch for your sales, especially Joann's. Joann's, there's a lot of coupons. And if you're a teacher, use your teacher discount on top. Same way with Michael's. Michael's has it too. So I think that's all. So I hope y'all enjoyed it. And like I said, we've got, starting tomorrow, we're doing Christmas in July. So we're going to do 12 days of Christmas, 12 videos every day. Some will be in the evening, some will be during the day. So it just kind of depends. We'll have to get a schedule out. Reve is doing the contracting stuff today, so they've been busting tile all day today, or else she would have been here. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So hopefully we can get a time schedule for you guys and post it. But we're good. We've got swags, we've got wreaths, we may have a centerpiece. We've just got tons of stuff that we're just going to the storage unit and pulling out all our Christmas stuff. So I think we have 2 kits we're working on. So hopefully those will be here. And I know one's already here. We're just, the other one I've got to get to work on. But anyway, it's the one in the pinks and the reds. So thanks again for joining. And we will see you hopefully tomorrow night. So it'll be on Facebook tomorrow night. So anyways, but thanks. Y'all have a good one. Bye.